Hi, everybody. Today's topic is going to be Airbnbs. Although I'm not an absolute expert in Airbnbs, I have quite a bit of experience. Not only am I a real estate broker and have been for 20 plus years, I've also owned 4 Airbnbs myself. I'm getting tons of phone calls from you guys regarding them. So I've owned 4 Airbnbs. One was in Sonoma County, one in Baja, Mexico, one in Lake Tahoe, and one in Mission Beach in San Diego. And I can tell you that I absolutely love Airbnbs. If you have the time for them, it's a great investment. If I had to do it all over again, quite frankly, I'd probably only buy Airbnbs and multi-units. Okay, so now Airbnbs. What I like about them is you don't have the high risk of a long-term tenant. So, right now, California is very favorable to tenant rights, not necessarily landlord rights. So you escape this issue by doing Airbnb. Now, granted, they have their own issues. However, you do escape this one important issue. You also have great tax deductions, and make sure you call me on this. And you generally have higher rates of return. If you want to go through and analyze any that you come across, feel free to call me. I love going through these numbers. You know how nerdy I am with this stuff. Okay, so as an example, I recently looked at an Airbnb with a client in Sonoma County. Based upon the occupancy at a 50% occupancy and the track record of what it had rented for, with some minor improvements in the increase of the rent, she would have been able to pay off that Airbnb, the entire mortgage, within 5 years. The numbers were phenomenal on it. After, she pays off the mortgage, of course, then it's just retirement income for herself. Now, analyzing Airbnbs is pretty darn easy because all you have to do is go into the Airbnb website, take a look at similar rentals, and take a look at how much they're renting for price-wise and how often they're renting. So there's a pretty easy gauge to go in there and, to be able to make some estimations on numbers and returns. Above and beyond that, it's really, really critical that you choose a market for an Airbnb that is receptive to them. So you don't want to buy in a market where they're really cracking down on Airbnbs or they're getting close to banning them. So you want to be really careful that you analyze the current temperature for Airbnbs. Now, furthermore, the other thing that when I look at an Airbnb is what if they banned it? Would this property make sense and would it pencil as a long-term rental? If that answer is no, then don't buy it, just to be safe. You never get hurt if you're conservative. And then lastly, I can't encourage you enough, get a property manager. I managed our place in Tahoe. It was an absolute disaster. I double booked. I undercharged. I missed lots of potential clients because I just didn't respond in a timely fashion. A property manager will pay for themselves. So again, if you want to look at, the numbers regarding, any property that you may come across, call me. I love looking at this stuff. Other than that, property prices are coming down. We've seen lots of price reductions, so it's a good time to be looking at investment opportunities like this or maybe even long-term rentals. Have a great day and let me know if I can help.